Welcome to Google Reviews. Today we are reviewing London, home of many things such as the Queen, the government, and where my wife is keeping the kids. Let's start with Big Ben. A chap called Jamie was very disappointed to find that Big Ben was not actually a person.
When I asked to see Big Ben, they just pointed to a big clock tower. I thought they meant he'd be arriving at a certain time, but nobody told me what time that would be. Quite disappointed, as I really wanted to see how large this Ben guy really is.
I am very sorry to hear this, Jamie. I will have the people who told you this murdered, for our right honourable God, my wife's boyfriend, also known as Brynjolf, from the Thieves Guild. Another chap called Jonathan also visited Ben and has shocking news.
Big Ben was destroyed in Doctor Who Season 1 Episode 4.
Jonathan is indeed right. Let us now have a moment of silence for Ben, Big Boy Ben.
Hello there.
Moving on. What else does London have to offer, I hear you ask? They do have the Royal Palace. However, not everyone seems to enjoy the palace, as Yisroel wrote.
Tried calling numerous times to schedule a tea session with the Queen. Staff were extremely rude and unhelpful, and when I got there acted like they had no idea who I was. Also, the guard was so not chill, like he couldn't even crack a smile, for God's sakes. Definitely cool to check it off the list of places I never thought I'd visit but was in the area and felt compelled to stop by.
I am sorry to hear this, my friend. We shall now wage war against the Queen. Once the war is over, we shall replace her with Lorraine Kelly. She is the true Queen. Now Buta W Brains, clearly a glowing brain genius, is here to tell us some knowledge. So buckle up, kids, because there are no breaks, and if you fall off you die.
I enjoyed Buckingham Palace itself. But I really wanted to take this opportunity to warn fellow tourists about the bike taxis in London that wait in front of the palace to lure you for a ride and lie about their fees. The bike taxi guy we experienced had a colourful laminated description of places he'd ride me, my husband, and 2 kids to sightsee for £20. I thought the guy seemed to be a bit overdressed for a sunny day. I think he did not want to be identified.
She is clearly part of the FBI, and Cole Phelps will come to take him away. But she continues.
He played a little info on his cell phone with speakers and rode us 9 minutes, about 1 mile from Buckingham Palace to Leicester Square. To our amazement, he informed us that his fee was £20 per person. Fearful face, fearful face, fearful face, fearful face. He threatened to call the police if we didn't pay, and told us that he had to scam because he's an immigrant that needs to make a living. We only ended up paying £40, but we felt horrified and scammed. He asked us to pay with CC. We paid cash. Never give people your credit or debit card. I believe he would have robbed us of £80 had we given him a CC. I did some research after this incident and learned bike taxis routinely scam tourists this way and actually have a license. The charge is usually around £10 per person, which is what we paid. If you decide to use it, make sure the fee before you ride.
Now, wasn't that a roller coaster? This woman is clearly a mega glowing brain who works with the X-Files team. She was probably on the job where Bryan Cranston was a racist. And his head blew up. But we will never know. Finally, a look at my favourite place. The place where all of Parliament plays together in total peace and harmony. Westminster. Firstly, my good friend who stole my wife Angus Dunn comments.
They didn't let me wear my suit of armour, wasn't very pleased.
It is okay, Agnes. Just treat my wife right in the bedroom and you won't need to use the armour. But disrespect her and I will default dance all over you. Next up we have Ren of Ren with his pearls of wisdom.
Expected to see the Queen here, but apparently not. This disappointed me and my trans, anti-vegan wife and 5 kids. Terrible, would rate it 0 stars if I could.
This is art. Ren should be knighted. Or even better, serve with Lorraine Kelly as king. Next up we hear from a living legend, Charlie.
Foster drinker Brexiteers have invested the place like rats.
I agree, Charlie. Having voted myself, I disagree with the concept of people who drink Fosters to have rights. If you aren't drinking Carling, you should be shot. Lastly, we have a real-life prince commenting.
The lawmakers forgot about me.
Prince Marcel, Queen Elizabeth II grandson and Prince Charles first son. 99.8 blood test DNA says so. All British citizens should know what your lawmakers did for me and you. You have the right to a new king. Princess Diana's stepson. You read review about 10 Downing Street or Buckingham Palace in England. You will get to know who I am, your future king, not William or Charles according to British law. Contact the Prime Minister Theresa May, UK Justice Minister. You have homeless people all over the bloody country that you have to crawl all over and ride with in the tubes of London and else who need a doctor. And you more British pounds in the handbag. Read review. You deserve a refund from our lawmakers. The 9th of October 2017.
I have 3 main comments. Firstly, you are a legend. I want to meet you so badly. Secondly, if you dare oppose Lorraine Kelly and her rise to power, I shall kill you. And lastly, thank you for dating it, my friend. So that's all we have time for today, my comrades. I am off to pay my wife's alimony and work at my job as customer service for a condom company. If you enjoyed, leave a like. 1 like means more of a chance I'll see my kids again. Thank you for watching.